Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of OK Boomer the Podcast. Please subscribe, comment, and share. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, and use our QR code up in the corner. That way you can follow me everywhere because I need more stalkers. And this is Will.
And this is Thomas.
And we are back once again at the virtual spinner rack. And this week we're sticking with the cartoon theme. And we're taking a look at G.I. Joe #1. Yes. Now, when this came out, I wouldn't buy it or read it.
I have read only a few issues of G.I.
Because
Joe.
even when I was a kid, I was hold on. TBMALSUVWXYZ. I was a fucking boomer at 15. Nope. No, sir. Don't like change.
So you didn't want, because of that, you didn't read G.I. Joe?
I didn't do a lot of things that would have gotten me like a lot of friggin' money. We already went, last year we went over the fact that I saw multiple copies of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 on the shelf. I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
Yep.
Now who's stupid? two 9.0 copies of a #1 Turtles.
Yeah.
I said no. I said no to all the Turtles books when they first came out, and then all of a sudden I go, oh. They quit making the Turtles. Sign goes, no, I can't keep them on the shelf.
Yeah.
I'm like,
because they're really good.
He goes, every week I up the order by 50 copies, and I have 60. Oh, damn. Your wife's making noise again.
That's the clock.
Oh, it's the clock. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the clock.
I thought you were squealing about My Little Pony again.
No.
But I looked at this, and my buddy Jason was working at Toys R Us, and he was all about like the action figures, loved G.I. Joe and all that, right?
Dude, G.I. Joe was awesome.
And I'm like, I watched the cartoon, but that was pretty much it. It was, you don't like any of this stuff? I go, no, it's stupid. I had G.I. Joe when I was a kid. It was one G.I. named Joe, and he had Kung Fu grip.
That's it. And he was a 12-inch figure.
Yeah. And he had badass accessories. And these are like these tiny things that, along with Star Wars, put Mego out of the toy making business. But
well, see, and that's the whole thing. The G.I. Joe relaunch from the 80s was really on the court, kind of the coattails of the damn Kenner Star Wars figures. They're the same size, they've got all the figures, but yeah, it's a revamp of a 50s classic. The thing that got me, I read only a few issues of G.I. Joe when I was younger, and I don't think I've ever read the first issue until today. And I love G.I. Joe as a toy, as a TV show and as a toy, but I never really read the comic because, like me and you've talked before, when I was little, in this age, all I read was superhero books. I didn't read anything else. It was just superhero books. And, because of that, I missed out a lot of great stuff that I'm desperately trying to make up now. I mean, and not even read superhero books. It's like I only read the big titles, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, freaking Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, none of the little throw-offs, no Werewolf by Night, no Moon Knight,
I read Moon Knight one, like I've got like issues of Moon Knight like here and there, but I didn't buy the ones I should have bought, with the Stephen Platt covers that are like worth ridiculous amount of money because he did the covers. Yeah. And everybody, it felt like he was doing those covers forever. but it was just they would get like David Finch to come in once Platt left, and Finch had a style kind of like Platt.
Yeah.
So it just felt like Platt was on him forever, and people were like, "Oh wait, that's not him." He goes, "No," and people didn't know. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like now where they examine like every little thing, and you know they're watching like, you know, their whole life revolves around 17 speculator shows, and that are and they're all recommending the key collector app, so you can read more speculator crap on their site, so they can drive up prices on variants that they're printing for their own stores. But
Well, I like Key Collector. I like the variants sometimes. It depends. But like even me and you talked about it where people are like, is it a 9.0 or can you guarantee a 9.6 if I get it graded and everything else? I buy a lot of comics in the very fine condition range if I can find them that fine,
mm-hmm,
very fine. Which if you look, we're talking a 7 to an 8, 8.5, okay,
mm-hmm.
out of 10. All right. To me, as a diehard comic book collector and reader, you get a super nice book at that price that's going to hold its value. Is it going to be as expensive as a 9.0 or a 9.6 or a 9 whatever, 9.8? No, it will never be that expensive. But what you get instead is a book for markedly less that's an incredibly attractive book that's going to hold its value that you can read, and you're not terrified to open and read it, because so many people buy damn comics now and they slab them and they're doing it just for the investment, and they forget these damn things are meant to be read.
They don't care.
They're freaking comic books. They are meant to be read.
And the people doing this are all fucking idiots. The only books that should be slabbed are like golden, silver, and bronze age, like actual keys.
Yeah,
like
massive keys.
Major keys. First appearance of Doc Ock.
Yeah.
First appearance of Brainiac.
But see, here's things like
stuff
that
like
though.
that.
You can buy it in reprint. That's to me what they make reprints for. And I buy a ton of reprints. Why do I buy them? Because if I want to read it again, I've got it. I mean, I think I sent you the picture of it last week. They're going to do an Echo TV show now from Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Daredevil number 9, volume 2 has gone through the roof in value. It's like $150, $200 now. Okay. I paid $2 and like 25 cents, whatever it was when it came out. I read it once. I put it in the bag and put it up. That's it. It's near mint. It barely has anything to do with it. And I didn't know that it had been driven up in value. I pulled it out and put it in the Mylar. I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Put it back up. There'll be a damn reprint if I want to read it again. I don't know. I did notice the art was by Quesada though, when I thumbed through it and before I put it in the bag.
I mean, I bought those because David Mack was doing the covers, and I'm a big David Mack fan. But
yeah, the covers are awesome too.
At one point, he turns around and actually starts doing like all the interiors and everything on Daredevil too.
And with Echo, I mean, and it was awesome. Yeah, the second run of Daredevil is really good, and that's probably up to, I can't remember, didn't Bendis take over in like issue 26 or something? And that's when it went from being really good to a phenomenal comic book. Because I remember reading that, and there was a point in that series, because Bendis is really wordy. He's always been very wordy. But there's a point where there's one story in that book where Daredevil is at like not an AA group, but it's kind of like an AA group. He's going there basically to help himself, therapy, whatever. So he's talking, and everybody's talking about Daredevil and all the times they've seen him and all the people he saved. And everybody's talking, and you never find out that Matt Murdock is there until like the last page, and you flip it like, holy crap, Daredevil's been there listening to all these people talk about everything he's done to try and get himself motivated to get back out into the street and fight crime. And I was like, man, this is awesome. But anywho, so you didn't play with the G.I. Joe toys at all either?
Yeah, the original 12-inch line from the 60s and 70s.
You skipped the 6-inch figures completely.
Yeah, fuck
Lord.
this bullshit.
Oh my God! So you don't know who any of these people are then?
No.
Oh my God!
Okay.
I was gonna have like a big. I was gonna like have this big. I had this planned out today to have this big conversation because I'm like, okay, the guy that they're calling Falcon in here is, that's not the Falcon. I think it's Falcon. We'll have to look in a sec. But I was like, that's Duke. It's got to be Duke. This is completely different than the cartoon though. They're blowing people away in this damn comic book. This is G.I. Joe's. They're killing people.
About time. I sat there and watched the cartoon for like how many years? Nobody even got stunned.
Yeah, well, some people got stunned or beat up. Sometimes they got punched, but
it was a laser tag arena.
Oh my God, yes, it was. They that big laser arena part where the Cobra people Cobra Commander had that dude, and he took Duke and he put him on that little on the little board there, like Tron, and they put the little laser thing on his ankle, and he was fighting that big dude, and then Spirit was there and he helped him out. Oh, that was awesome. But yeah.
See, I know who Spirit is. I know who some of the characters are.
Hell, doesn't make an appearance in this show in this issue. I'm like,
yeah, I know, but a whole bunch of my friends all worked at Hasbro when this stuff was going on. They all worked on the lines.
Really?
Hell, the owner of my LCS got his hands somehow got like 4 or 5 of the original pieces of art paintings of characters from when they pitched the idea in the Hasbro boardroom.
That's sweet.
And sold them on eBay for a shit ton of money.
Do you remember? Well, you remember the figures. You get the figures and you get the toys. And when you get the figures and the toys, each one would have a little cutout. You'd have the fat card.
Yeah.
Dude, even the first page in this has the freaking fat card for the. All right, so that's the awesome cover, G.I. Joe #1.
Yeah, I've got a beat up copy of this somewhere.
I don't have one. It's one of the things.
Oh no, I think I have #2. Because remember, for some reason, number 1 was like a big seller.
Yeah.
Because the toys and all these. They put Marvel put this like huge print run of G.I. Joe #1, and they were like in every toy store all over the country.
Really?
Toys R Us, KB, Circus Toys, and in any other toy store, was offered these up because most of like the small mom and pop toy stores. Would order stuff would order like one-off things through Diamond, like the little the short dollar items, like the key chains and
the little odds and ends stuff,
the little pins and stuff like that they would all so they would order like a case of this and a case of that. Get their discount, and the discount that Diamond won't give to comic stores for anything that's not an actual comic book, but gives to everybody else.
And that's why Diamond's kind of on the ropes.
Yeah, I hope Diamond crashes and burns to the ground.
All right, so inside cover. Here's our fact tag on the heavy artillery.
It's HAL.
Yep, HAL. Heavy artillery.
Remnants of 2000 AD. I mean,
2001: A Space Odyssey.
There we go.
open
I
the
got the
door
two
style.
right. I got the two right. Leave me alone.
You gotta be real quiet when you say though. I can't do that. I can't do that, Dave. So, I love how on the little fact tags here, so we got Flash. He's telling you all about the secrets of the how. And they've got the little pictures is like generator air intakes. Okay, so the little vents right here. We're gonna like tell you what those are.
Yeah, this would be like a sheet, not this well done up, but this would be a sheet like you would get if you bought the toy of this inside the box.
That's what I'm saying. This is the fact
Because
tag.
one they have to tell you where to put all the decals.
Yeah.
And then they want you to know where, what everything is. And yeah, there's some diehard G.I. Joe fans, G.I. Joe 2.0 fans, I call them. Ain't got Kung Fu grip, you ain't G.I. Joe. I don't care. Yeah. Snake Eyes or not. Snake Eyes, I think Snake Eyes secretly has a Kung Fu grip, because, the whole ninja stuff. But,
Him and Storm Shadow, they got the Kung Fu grip.
Yep.
But no, I loved G.I. Joe when I was little. I just never read the comic book, man. I played with the toys.
G.I. Joe had the Kung Fu grip because it gets lonely in a foxhole.
Damn it. That's terrible.
Lady Doomsday.
Yeah. Operation Lady Doomsday. And what's bad, I come here, I'm like, okay, I knew Hama wrote it, but then Trimp is the penciler and McLeod is the inker. So like with Rom from last week, this is not, your second-rate team here. Trimp has been drawing for years.
This is top of the line. And after Trimp, Hama just took over the whole thing.
Yeah, I looked at some of the later issues. Yeah, Hama wrote and laid out everything, and then he had somebody come in and do the finished art and the ink, and I'm like, wow. But this is not a slack team for a comic book that's based on a freaking toy. And I know they flesh everything out in the book.
Yeah, and you know why they put. I hate to quote another show that has nothing to do with this, but that's why they put the A-Team on G.I. Joe 2.0, because it was based on a huge money toy line for Hasbro.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, when this hit and then Transformers hit, it was like, they were always like, the number one toy company, but they just exploded.
Did you
Yeah, it did. And I don't want to go into how Hasbro would send people over to Japan to steal all the Japanese Transformers and just bring them over here and rename them.
I can't remember who did the Transformers, but yeah, this it shocked me that it was this good. Art's really good, and part of this too is I think McLeod really. Trimp is an incredible artist, but I think he's kind of that old school look. Mm-hmm. You can see it here in parts. My ear itches. But McLeod, who was big '80s guy, really kind of cleans it up for him and makes it look a little bit more modern.
Yeah, McLeod cleans it up, but you got to figure how many years did Trimp do art on the Incredible Hulk, where the Hulk was just being chased by the damn army every single day.
I know.
I mean, who else would they get to draw the first issue?
No, yeah.
Be like, who can draw army men for us?
Yeah, who can
draw? Herb, come in. We got a job for you.
We need you to draw a bunch of army men.
But they all have to be different, though.
All right, so there's our introduction. Operation Lady Doomsday, big splash page. You've got the flag of Iwo Jima up there, even though we're not at Iwo Jima. They're raising it. You can see the jets flying in the background. And the story starts out on the train. And I love the black G-men that they've got here. It's just like, so you read the story, and this lady, her name is, it says it right here. They're calling her Lady Doomsday, but her name is Dr. Adele Burkhardt. She's the nation's top nuclear physicist, and she's the head honcho behind the Doomsday Project, which is essentially if their U.S. government's attacked, the counterattack kills all life on the planet. And she finds out about that, and she goes ballistic. So she drops all her information to the newspaper, and now she's being called to answer for her actions before Congress. And they're taking her on, and let's blow it up. You ready? Look at this, people. Check this out. An Amtrak train on her way to Congress to give her testimony, and the guards are there to protect her because some people want to save her and some people want to kill her as a traitor. And she's giving a press conference.
She's being hauled in front of Congress to testify after Congress signed off on her making a doomsday weapon.
Well, she's not so much being hauled forth on Congress to answer after her making a doomsday weapon. She's being called for to Congress to answer why the hell she spilled the beans about the doomsday weapon. Everything would have been okay if they would have never told anybody. But this is kind of like the whole, while you're talking about Stanley Kubrick, Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah.
How do you tell? How can you not tell the other side about the doomsday device? It kind of ruins the whole point of the thing. So she's giving her press conference, and the G-men are overlooking when Cobra attacks. And I cannot remember what these little jetpacks were called, but yeah, they always had them in the G.I. Joe. And they're
the gliders, yeah.
Yeah, they had a name. Cobra Glider or something like that.
Everything had a name. I know. I'm not that guy.
You're not that guy.
I'm not on this book. I'm not that guy.
Not this guy. Dude, Baroness is cool in here too. So they go to attack, and the Baroness, who's actually hidden, she was always a master of disguise in the cartoon. She shows up, and she's got a few people with her, and they kill the G-men, and she catches the doctor, and she's like, I'm going to blow her head off if you don't, back off. And she ducks into the bathroom. The lady's like, do what she says. The government wants me dead, but, I don't want any more innocent blood on my hands. And Baroness kind of has them cover the G-men while we duck into the ladies' powder room and powder our noses. And then she hooks this damn backpack on the lady. And when she does, she throws her out the side of the train, and there's a parachute on it that goes up. And then if you look close, the Cobra helicopter's up there, and there's a damn like a grappling hook she grabs on, and they go into the helicopter.
Yep.
I did think this was a little weird because the balloon's still there, but it's like the blades are, I guess the helicopter's turned a little bit so it don't catch the balloon.
Yeah, but, and the updraft from the blades is just blowing the balloon in the other direction, but they've already caught the thing, and
they get in
the backpack. The backpack detaches from her, and they go into the helicopter, and off to the lovely retreat of Cobra Island.
Yep, it's Cobra Island. I did like the little time. I know we had the last time we talked about time in comic book, it was in Why the Last Man, where they were going backwards.
Yeah.
And here it really plays good, because when I read this morning before I went to work, it read really fast, and I think the time was one of the things that was pushing the book along.
Yeah, it was giving you time frame reference for how everything was playing out in the book. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it worked really well. So now we go back to we're at the Pentagon, and the colonel here is looking at the film footage of the Baroness's escape, and then there's a picture that the Baroness wrote. I guess in lipstick or something on the mirror in the bathroom, and it says, try to rescue her, and she dies. Cobra. So they're all like, oh my God, what do we got to do? This is kind of rough for a comic book though here. Okay, dude, I know this is in the 80s. I know we was kids in the 80s, a lot of stuff was cooler and we could deal with it. But this would probably like set some modern kids off. The general is like,
What
okay,
doesn't set modern kids off?
Exactly, but this would be really bad. So she's like, okay, Cobra, kidnapped her, so that's an embarrassment to our government. She's an embarrassment and a traitor because she's dropped the information about the damn doomsday device. So why don't we just, let Cobra kill her? And the guy's like, hey, the colonel says we can't do that. We've got to rescue her and bring her in alive, even though she's a thorn in our side. If we don't, then everybody's going to know that we kind of did it on purpose. We're the U.S. government. We don't just let people die for that reason. That.
They let people die for a lot less.
But so that's why they have to go save her. And I was like, man, but the fact that the guy comes out and says it, just let Cobra kill her. It'll solve all our problems. Like,
Yep.
Damn. And the colonel's like, no, we can't do that. Or not colonel, it's general. General Austin says that. And of course, there's a
Iron Butt.
Yeah, they're watching a video of Cobra and all the stuff. Where the hell's Cobra get their outfits? I know you don't know this, but I'm just asking. Like, dude, because they had the coolest damn outfits. Cobra was awesome. All the sleek blue and everything else. And they're, so here's the general, and he's like, hey, we've got somebody lined up. G.I. Joe's going to do this. And now we get to see who everybody is in the issue number 1 G.I. Joe team. So there's Hawk.
Okay, blow this up so that way I can quickly, before you read through the whole roster.
Okay, can you see it?
No. That's better. Okay, so of course I know General Hawk.
Yeah.
Scarlet. Scroll.
Yep.
Scroll to the. There we go. I kind of know Stalker. Of course, I know Snake Eyes. Yeah. And Rock and Roll.
Yeah, Rock and Roll is from L.A.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I remembered Rock and Roll had the motorcycle with the Gatling gun on the side, right?
Yeah, I think he had the Gatling gun on the side.
Yeah. I think I bought that, and I only bought it because, well, much like Joan Jett, I love rock and roll, and
had a damn Gatling gun on the side of his motorcycle.
Yeah, I go, this is cool. I need one of these motorcycles.
Yeah, so the Rock and Roll, I think he's from L.A. Then you got Breaker, who was like the
communications,
the communication guy. Snake Eyes, I can't remember Shooter. Everybody knows what a Stalker was. Like kind of like the what do you want to know? Jesus, Special Forces guy. Grunt, I had like 2 or 3 Grunt figures. For some reason, I loved Grunt, and he's just a regular dude. He's like, oh,
just a grunt.
I'm just a grunt. I'm the normal damn guy in G.I. Joe. Well, what is your special power or ability or whatever for G.I. Joe?
Nothing.
I don't have any. I'm Grunt. I'm the dude that I show up and do my best every day. Flash, I don't remember him. Clutch, he was kind of cool. Short Fuse was the bomb guy. Steeler, I know Steeler. Everybody knows Scarlet. I don't remember Grand Slam, General Hawk, and I have no idea who the hell Zap is. So this is not the full G.I. Joe
18
that I remember. There's no freaking, there is
no Lady J.
No Lady J, no Falcon, no Shipwreck.
It's like, well, Scarlet and Lady J. I go, I know Baroness too. See, I know all 3 of the hot chicks in this cartoon.
Baroness. Damn it. So,
Sean's actually he's got to find it because he's rearranging the studio. And last night I I think you saw it, the Wonder Woman piece he started last night.
Yeah, I think I saw
but
that.
somewhere he's got a combo piece of Scarlet and Lady J that he's working on. Like they're both, pretty much done. He's gonna do like touch ups on them, but he's gonna do like basically like the background on it. Hey Doc, how are you?
Hey man.
Doc was hanging out in the chat all last night on the art stream. Doc is an artist. He does fine art and comic book art.
That's what I wanted to do before No Child Left Behind left me to go into retail, man.
Oh, he's doing. I am
Pooped. Dang it.
Doc, it didn't get any better for me. I couldn't fall asleep till 5 o'clock this morning. I made the mistake of going, oh, it must not be that late. Lola's on early tonight. And I went and watched Lola After Dark. And next thing they're commenting how it goes, yeah, it's been like 2 hours. Let's wrap this up. It goes, remember we used to do that after like 3 or 4 hours? Yeah, I go, oh, good. I can get to sleep now.
And you did.
And I look and I'm like, hold on. Let me put this back up again. There we are. I'm like, fuck, it's 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning.
Language. Autobody. I did that the other day when I got home from work. I was like, holy crap, it's late. But
yeah.
So we find out that the general has a whole plan on bringing G.I. Joe in to save this doctor. And so they send he crashed at 10 a.m. and just got up.
Comic book creators' lifestyle is vampiric. Yeah. It's basically the same lifestyle as a nightclub DJ. So I'm right there with you.
God. So they're telling this guy's driving this damn Jeep too fast, and Hawk tells him, "Hey, buddy, slow down." And they're like, "Oh, General
Flag.
General Flat wants you." When I'm painting them up at 5 a.m. Yeah, you have to send
paint till 9ish, then sleep. Comic book art. Sheesh.
Yeah, you'll have to send some artwork over so we could see it.
I've seen it.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Well, he's still working on pages.
Oh, cool. Indie book or what?
Yeah, indie. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we've actually read a lot of indie stuff, lately.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hey, it happens. I like a lot of indie stuff now. Stuff I was telling you earlier in the show that I never read when I was littler. So they haul ass to they're going to the G.I. Joe base here, and when they get there, they go down, and of course, Hawk is like, "Hey, look, we're at the ground level. We're doing. You can see all the G.I. Joe people in there training. There's Scarlet, and I can't tell who everybody is from a distance except for Scarlet because she's the only lady there." And he's like, "Okay, at ease," and tells them what their mission is. And then we talk about, so here's Cobra Island, and we find out that the U.S. government has tracked the doctor and Cobra back to Cobra Island, and there's a damn Spanish fort there that they have reinforced, and they have her held up hostage in the island.
Yep.
So they have got to set up an attack to actually save her. And they talk here, there's around the Spanish fort, there's barbed wire, concertina wire. They think that Cobra Commander is there. What's cool is they talk about Cobra Commander in this book, not like they do in the cartoon. In the cartoon, they talk about him like he's a blooming idiot.
He is a blooming idiot in the cartoon.
In the cartoon, he's a blooming idiot. And they talk to him here about how he is like this tactical genius, and they have got their hands full because Cobra Commander is ruthless and everything else. And then they talk about the Baroness, and they're like the same thing. Dude, Baroness is in here. No freaking Destro.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the cartoon, Cobra Commander is basically Screech from Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, I mean, he's how he became leader of Cobra, we don't understand, because he's screaming and hollering, and he acts like an idiot. And then it falls to like Destro and
his daddy left it to him in his will.
Damn it, Destro and the Tomax brothers, the Zaymont brothers, to run Cobra.
Yeah,
with the Baroness until they had Serpentor come in, and he was kind of
that was terrible.
But he was okay, but it was kind of stupid. And then the ones that was terrible was after that, when they had the dudes that was like the monster people from Cobra. That was horrible. The monster people were not cool at all, and I can't even remember their names.
Yeah, just the first like 2 or 3 years of the cartoon were good, and then after that, it was as soon as they did the Serpentor thing, it turned to trash. It went all downhill.
Yeah. So they got to rescue the lady, and Hawk gives them the whole breakdown. This lady is the government, and even the GI Joe people are like, "Well, why are we going after to save her? She's a traitor." And Hawk's like, "It's our job to do order. It's our job to do what the government tells us to. We're the military. We, if this was easy, they wouldn't be asking us to do it. We've got to save her so she can go on trial and stand trial for her crimes." And they're like, "Okay." So now flashes back to the Cobra Island, and Cobra Command, dude. And they had such a cool, everything's cool. All the, they've got all the banners up.
This book wouldn't fly now. I mean, with the Z-Guile salute from the Nazis there.
No, it wouldn't. It stood out this morning when I was reading it. I'm like, holy crap, he's throwing a Hitler salute. There it is.
I'm like, well, now we might know who Cobra is.
Yeah.
It's Hitler's son.
Yeah, he's hate monger. That's why you never see Steve takes off his mask. So we find out they have got the doctor strapped in this chair, and somehow the chair must use like electronic means or something. They never say, to get all the information out of her head. They're going to suck all of her nuclear physicist knowledge out. And
well, the chair will automatically inject her with like all the latest truth serums and everything, and she'll just spill the beans. And Cobra will, blow up Washington, D.C., which all in all doesn't seem like that bad.
Such a bad loss. It's kind of like, it's like a terrible joke. We're taking up what is it, the guy that the traffic is stuck outside of Washington, and there are people going door to door, and they're knocking on car windows. He says, "Oh Lord, there's a disaster at the Capitol." He says, "We're all donating." What are you donating? About a gallon? So Cobra's like screaming at her and everything else, and then this guy comes up and he says, "Oh look, the radar has spotted a submarine off the surface. It's 20 miles north of the island." So Cobra Commander says, "Excellent. I see that's the GI Joe force. They're coming in to stop us." And send out a party there to stop them. And they find out the submarine sent a launch party in to the south side of the island, and of course, is it Stryker?
Yeah, Stryker.
Stryker's looking at him. He says, "Okay, I see him," because he's got some infrared goggles. He said, "I see infrared goggles looking back at me." So they send what's his face over in his jetpack to actually blow everybody up, and they run them all off. And then after they run them off, of course, they meet up. They're like, "Hey, we got to get to the jungle. Cobra will be back," and everything else. Then you get back over here to the headquarters. This kind of got me too. So the Baroness is like, "Your troops all turn trail and run, Cobra Commander. The American intruder team has escaped without a scratch." And the guy from the the Cobra team that went out there to meet him, he says, "Hey, we were outgunned, sir. They had some sort of portable air support. We were completely surprised." And Cobra Commander's not as surprised as I. I hadn't expected any of you to survive. The G.I. Joe team is less efficient than I thought. Like, holy crap. We expected everybody to die.
This is OK Boomer, the podcast show, where every week Thomas and I go and we dig up comic book issues like gold, silver, bronze age stuff. And tonight we are doing G.I. Joe issue number 1.
And it's random. We just talk about whatever comes up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we find out that the Baroness is like, "Hey, look, here comes the G.I. Joe people. Let's just get away. And we can take the doctor with us and blow up the whole island." And Cobra Commander tells her, "No, I've got another plan. We're going to stay here because we've got everybody inside the base, and they're going to kill all the G.I. Joes when they show up." Then, Breaker has to go, and he cuts down on he taps into the radar and puts a bad signal in there so they never see the other Joes, the backup coming.
Yeah, so they're recording like, an empty seat, and they're just playing the loop back to them. So like even the 7th Fleet could come in and they wouldn't know anything. But this is the segue I'm going to take advantage of since Marius is in the chat. He's the writer of Mavericks Origins Volume 1.
Oh, cool.
Hey, I did the thing. I should doing the thing.
War is a topic of vital importance, a subject of inquiry that cannot be ignored. It is a matter of life and death. It can be a road to safety or to ruin.
In an alternate version of our world, brought to the brink of total collapse, rival nations fight for global domination, and elite pilots in futuristic combat suits wage war on the battlefield of tomorrow. Now, 6 brave soldiers on a seemingly routine rescue mission will encounter more than they bargained for and uncover a dangerous secret that could change their world if they live long enough to see it. Mavericks Origins Volume 1.
Now on Indiegogo.
Inside the last week of that campaign on Indiegogo. Go check it out. And back it once, back it twice, back it 3 times a lady. And now back to our regularly scheduled program of G.I. Joe number 1.
G.I. Joe number 1. So what's cool here is so you're reading the book, we realize it's a team book, and they've actually broken it up, and we've got 3 different teams all moving in to attack Cobra from different areas. We've got the team on the south, which was actually a diversionary tactic. We've got Breaker, who's went and put the loop in on the radio, on the satellite. Then we got Snake Eyes, who is sneaking in to actually just try and save the girl by himself. And now we've got another army of Joes coming in.
Well, it's Snake Eyes and Scarlet.
Yes, Snake Eyes and Scarlet. And they're going to save the doctor. Of course, and then the government's, at the airfield, they're all laying everything down. And they got this cool, like, hovercraft, which I don't ever remember this being in the cartoon.
Nope. This it's it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, landing craft tank or whatever. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a
there's
giant landing craft, and there's tanks on it that like to roll off of it.
yeah, it's a high tech thing that we could have used during WW2 because if we could have gotten tanks onto the beach, it might have been a different story. So
Yep.
but yeah, it's like this high end like pontoon like hovercraft beachfront invasion that they can bring a tank or two with them. Plus, there's like these big assault batteries on deck, and
It's a bunch of stuff.
yeah,
But that's what they use to actually attack the island now that they've started this because breakers put the signal in. Cobra can't see he's coming.
and they're like, what are they going to do with that? Just go through the front door? Actually, yes,
Yes.
they are. They're going to go right through the front door.
So now we get here. The team from the South Island has actually reached the airstrip, and they're starting to blow up all the Cobra planes and the air support there, which they're like just blowing up everything, and it's cool. I demand answer something's wrong. You demand?
Demand. Look, you're not supposed to be drunk till Sunday when we do karaoke. And I sing "I'm an Asshole" from Dennis Leary. Come on.
So, this is the other part that kind of got me here. So here's all your Cobra. They're attacking. Here's Scarlet, Storm Shadow as they break into the building. And then we've got the other team moving through the village. They get to the village, as the other tanks are coming in, rolling in. And when they get here, hold on, because here's some fighting. This is pretty cool. I really like the way that Trent did lay out the art here. It's very movie quality. It's very cartoon quality, if that makes any sense. You can see how the panels move it along, and that I think helps the story.
Yeah, you get the good like overhead view of the battlefield.
But I mean, just even the other, you get the overhead views here. You get the little villages here. Even this. There's this kind of foreshadows. Issue 21. Which is 2 years from now. It's an all quiet little scene as Storm Shadow and Scarlet beat these guys up. So they come in. All right. So in the cartoon we talked about earlier, nobody ever dies. The Joes show up to this damn fishing village, dude, and Cobra has killed everybody. They killed the whole village. Everybody's dead, and they're like, oh my God, we've got to stop and bury these people. And Stalker's like, no, dude, we ain't got time for this. We got to go save the lady. If we stop and bury these people, we'll never save her. I'm like, okay, this is rough for a comic.
It's like, why do you got to bury them? They're dead.
Well,
they'll be okay. Let's finish the mission.
Yeah, let's finish the mission. It's the humane thing to do. I understand where he's coming from, but Stalker just comes out and says it. No, we can't stop these. We ain't got time to bury these people. We got stuff to do. Okay. So they continue on to attack. When they finally get there, we see that Cobra Commander and Lady Doomsday, the Doctor, have left in their super high-powered car. And, of course, Stalker flies in to get her. And then we discover that, damn it, it's actually the Baroness when she takes off her
yeah.
wig.
When I put that together, like I had never read this book before, and I put that together. I go, I didn't think it was going to be her Baroness going into the skies to replace her. Hey, Dean. Comments made. Dean is the artist on a really cool book called The Embrace. I'm still waiting for RJ at Critical Blast to send me my copy. But Dean is an artist. He's down under in Australia.
Oh, cool.
We have international notoriety on OK Boomer now.
We'll take all the notoriety we could get.
Yeah.
So you picked out that it was Baroness, or you weren't sure it was Baroness?
Well, first? I was figuring they're going to rescue her, and I thought at that point that it was going to be when they rescued her, it was going to be Baroness. I thought there was some kind of like weird thing going on, but and it was a weird thing going on, but it wasn't quite what I thought it was. But it still ended up being that at the end. So,
well, the thing is like so you find out that Baroness has been used as a decoy here because Cobra Commander sent it off, and that's cool. But then you flash back to the base, and Cobra Commander has sent the Baroness off because he's going to use the damn chair and get the information out of her. Know what? That's it. Of course, he's going to use the information. Then he's going to get in his helicopter and fly out. And we find out that he has got, 5 tons of high explosive buried under the fort. So he's luring the G.I. Joes into the fort, and he's going to blow them all up.
He's going to blow them up and his own troops up.
Yeah, he doesn't give a crap. He even says that in one of the parts earlier. Where was it at? Oh God. He tells the lady, he says, see, this is what happens when you're truly ruthless. Like, whoa.
Ruthless aggression.
Yep. Ruthless aggression. So the Joes are moving into attack. And when they get there, Cobra Commander says before they all make it inside the building, he's like, I've got to change into my battle helmet. So that explains why he's got the different helmet on, which I always liked the mirror helmet. It was cool in the figures.
I think he's still there, Dean. He just keeps, going in and out, kind of like a bad, bad reception.
Damn it.
Because he keeps going from the computer to the bottle of whiskey, and then he comes back.
Dang it. So Snake Eyes and Scarlet make it in there, and Cobra Commander's got them at. He's taking the lady as a hostage, and he's going to kill her. And instead, he turns his gun to shoot Snake Eyes, and when he does, the doctor actually, it's like, I'm not going to let these people get injured in my account. So she jumps in front of the bullet, kind of takes a bullet to the gut, and Scarlet attacks Cobra Commander, who then flees. And him and was it the Baroness? Yeah, him and the Baroness disappear into this trap door. They just see the little blood, and when they do that, the doctor actually tells them, look, there's 5 tons of explosives about to go off in this building. So they hightail it to the Cobra helicopter and haul ass from the command as it blows up the damn Cobra fortress. And then they tell her, she says, I'd like to thank everybody, but my actions were justified and all this. And they're like, look, it's not our place to judge you. We were just here to save you. And now we're taking you back to stand trial. And that's kind of how the issue ends. The G.I. Joes have managed to save the doctor, and the Baroness and Cobra Commander escape for another day.
But all in all, they could have just blown up the island because the island blowed up anyhow.
Yeah, well, hey, they didn't know the bombs were there.
They're
and that they didn't want to blow up the civilians.
We can't blow up the civilians until we give Cobra Commander time to murder them all.
I guess.
And then Hawk wants to stop and bury them with 5 tons of explosives underneath the old Spanish converted fort. Yay!
Look, dude, you may not have liked it. I thought it was a really good issue. I was like, man, this is cool. It was really shocking. I even talked to my brother about it today because we call and talk about comics sometimes. Rom was really good last week. This is really good. I mean, both of these were toy line books I would have never given a second thought to back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Then it shows the pit. Where's the the Joe Command Center in the issue? There is a backup story that I started reading, and you said you had started reading, but I don't think either one of us finished it. So we'll just kind of look through it, but and not really talk about it.
It's a rock and roll story.
They're in the desert.
Overseas combat.
Yeah, it's supplying some Sharif with that, and then you got more cool pinups. There's Scarlet, doing this. To what? Then there's your classified hairs breaker.
Rainbow logo and OK Boomer as the title. Why is Facebook suggesting idiocy to me?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Metaloris Arcanus. Maybe you should go look in the mirror for the idiocy you're speaking of.
There's Stalker. I do like the little layouts at the end. There's the multi-ordnance tank. That's it. Actually, it was a big issue for a first issue. But you're right. This was a multi-million-dollar toy line, and they had to have something that really carried it and fleshed it out. And I had read that the G.I. Joe comic was completely different than the TV show, and the first issue was much more, I don't say adult, but it was much more geared for a more mature audience than the TV show. But dude, Transformers, G.I. Joe, all that stuff was cool. I got a buddy that is absolutely in love with Mask, if you remember that show.
Oh yeah, Mask was cool.
Oh my god, dude, he loves Mask. So we had such cool toys as a kid.
Mask, Bionic 6, which was cool because it was like all those rigging lines. What you looking at?
Oh, I had to see underneath my camera to see where the little. I didn't want to cut me off when I was blowing up the screen, like I did last week. I mean, some of our toys are so cool, and the fact that they're coming back now.
Jason the Wheel Warriors.
I don't remember those.
That was cool. It was kind of like a sci-fi thing, and they were battling like the plants and.
Yeah, I don't remember that one, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Some of the stuff was really cool. All right, I told you at the end of the show I would show you what I got.
Yep, so, we're gonna open up some books.
This is my. Can I say the company and not get in trouble?
Yeah, what do we care?
This is my monthly subscription from Discount Comic Book Service. They come in today. They said they had an issue with UPS or something, so they ran about a week late. Normally they would have come in earlier. And so you, like any other comic book service, you buy them 3 months in advance, and then when they show up, you see what you got. Because I honestly can't remember.
Well, we're old like boomers.
Well, yeah, I get a good. The trade paperback discounts are like 49% off or something, so it's like half price.
Yeah, that's the same price that comic shops pay.
So I got the new Dark Horse Vault of Horror Archives.
Nice.
Oh, cool! It's even got the ads in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the letter pages too.
Yeah, they reprinted everything.
But now this is gigantic, dude. This is huge.
That's all oversized.
Yeah, and then I showed you this one before the show.
Essential Judge Dredd Origins.
Yeah.
I was trying to read the creators on it. John Wagner, Carlos Esquizera, and Kev Walker.
Yep. Sweet. Nice. And it's oversized too. It's as big as that.
Yeah, those are like UK sizes.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, this is actually from 2000 AD, so it's not an American.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what I got trade wise, and then these were my singles, and they're all cool wrapped plastic, little rubber bands. They put two cardboard, not cardboard, but packing boards in between them. Try and make sure, and then they pack them really well, packing peanuts or something. They had a little bubble wrap in it this month. Of course, they include a shipping label you need to read. Make sure they ship everything. They have missed stuff in the past. All right. So let's see. This is what I'm reading currently. Black Widow number 10.
Mm.
That's been pretty good.
I saw the variant cover for the final issue of Immortal Hulk 50.
Yeah, there's like 10 of variant issue covers.
No, the main variant cover. It's kind of like him in like Planet Hulk, like garb, like the they basically dress him up like friggin' Galactus without the headpiece.
Oh yeah.
And place him out in space. I go, yeah, that's a cool cover. I like it. I'm not going to pay extra for it, but
This is a really cool cover. Sometimes I don't always buy the alternate covers in DC because the DC price I think per issue is like $2.55 or something like that. And if you buy these special cardboard stock covers that are all variant covers, they're $3.49 or something. So I'm a cheapskate. I buy comics to read. If I really like a cover, I'll spend the extra buck and get it.
Yeah, it's a cool looking cover. What's that from?
Action Comics 1034.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just be quiet. Thor 16. This is actually for my child, Wonder Woman.
Sure it is.
Hey, look. Damn it. Conan the Barbarian, number 24. Give my clock a minute. There it goes. I actually started reading this. I read the 2 issues the other day, first 2 issues, and I love Black Hammer. So Black Hammer Reborn is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to read this. I don't know how good it's going to go.
I heard a couple people talk, saying a couple of good things about it. I go, but every time Marvel does one of these things, the first issue is good to suck you in, and then it turns to shite.
Damn it. I don't even remember this cover, but Avengers 48, World War She-Hulk.
Get out of here with that garbage.
I don't know. I haven't read it. I haven't read them in a while. I'm still buying them because I've been buying them forever.
We have to make She-Hulk look like a man now.
Yeah, instead of
because it's a woman. Daredevil.
Daredevil's awesome. Woman.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. I'm just looking at the cover, and there's some dude dressed as Wonder Woman that she's fighting. So I'm like, Rorschach. What's that from?
This is the Black Label, the Tom Taylor, I think it is, Tom King miniseries where they talk about the new Rorschach.
Oh, that's still going on.
Yeah, this is last issue, I think. This is issue 12, I think it is. Yeah, that's the last issue. We still got the non-safe work thing up.
Oh,
you ready?
Hold on. Here we go. That's fine. She's wearing an outfit.
Betty Page, number 3.
Gamma Flight. That's the whole spin-off, yeah.
Yep. We don't have time to talk about what's happening with Bennett right now.
Yeah.
Oh crap, dude! This is the one where isn't this where they're going to make Ben Riley Spider-Man again, and Peter Parker's going to retire?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, whatever. I quit.
I quit.
All these are free comic book day ones, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, depending on how much money you buy every month, they give you a X percentage of comics that are free, and you just go pick the ones you want, and they ship them, bag them, board them, and ship them. Dude, there you go.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd, of course. Oh, here's something that's a little out of the ordinary for you.
Zorro, yeah. What's that, Lady Rawhide?
No, it just says it's American Mythology Productions, World of Zorro, Supernatural.
Oh, I didn't know if that was Zorro on the horse or if it was Lady Rawhide. It looked a little feminine.
It's Zorro.
Oh, okay.
Dude, he wears a big hat and a cape.
Yeah, so does she.
Oh, dude, did I only get like three DC books this month? What in the world? It's a cool cover.
3 too many. Oh yeah, that's the DC milking the anniversary of every character they can.
Yeah,
Well, we're gonna put out 10 covers for this and that.
He's going on 80 years.
There was only one that they could make like 5 of, and they still wouldn't sell because it was the one where he had the hook hand.
Really? I didn't even look and see. Sometimes when I buy them, you can buy all the variant covers, and if you want like the super rare variant covers, you can buy them from the company. You just pay. They'll have like the first, all the 50/50 covers, or even say if they do 4 covers that are all the same, you could spend. They'll have them for cover price, and then the variants that are like 1 in 10, you'll have to pay like $10 for, and $20, and then they always have some that are like limited sketch editions, and you'll have to, to get that one, you'll have to pay like $150 for it or whatever. And I just no, it's not happening.
If I want a sketch cover, I will buy a blank cover, and I will get an actual comic book artist to do a real sketch cover for me.
Well, the other thing that gets me with that is you look at some of the variant covers, and they got all the cool variant covers and that, but Marvel is really bad about it. DC not so much, but Marvel is really bad about it. And even some of the independent companies are a little bad about it. Not Dynamite, because Dynamite lives off freaking sketch covers. If they like, not sketch covers, but variant covers.
Dynamite, since Dynamite came around, has been doing an average of 10 covers for every issue.
Yeah, every time. I mean, Dynamite publishes like 10 books a month, and they'll literally have 100 listings. They'll have as many listings as Marvel Comics.
Well, I think because of all the covers, because each one is a different listing. Yeah.
Well, not only that, you'll have, if you look at
there's like 4 Vampirella titles now, like 4 different Red Sonjas, and all this other stuff. Yeah. And it's like, dude, you're killing it. It's overkill.
I bought, and haven't read it yet, I bought for last month the first issue of Barbarella, and have yet to read it. You remember that movie back in the day?
Barbarella? Yeah.
Yeah, Barbarella. But I haven't read it. But sometimes Marvel will have the little cover solicits for the variant covers, and they won't even show them to you. I'm like, well, if you're not even going to show me the damn variant covers, how do I know if I want it? It's like such and such variant cover by so and so. I'm like, yeah. Okay.
But because this is what they do. I too have books to show. I have 3 big giant boxes from JJ's, one of which I opened to inspect, like what was probably like 6 months ago now, and the other 2 I've never opened. They're still sealed, just sitting here.
Oh God.
Because I don't have any place to put them. Ooh. Packing peanuts.
Shit.
But it's stuck to the outside of my hand. Static electricity.
Sand packing peanuts.
So, these are. So he sent me like a free one. This is from, and I love to say the name of this company. From the toy group I invited you to, because they had like cheap comic book sales, and I ran out of money. Like I owe him money for books, and I owe Space Cadets money, and I'm like, I don't have anything. And then I found out, because I grabbed your Batwoman figure you bought off me like last year or something.
Yeah.
And I was going to put, all the books that you've been buying in like a medium box with the figure. Don't you know the figure doesn't fit in the box?
Really?
The card is too tall.
Damn it.
But this is the last thing I got from Toys and Tits. He threw in like a couple of stickers. There's like a Pikachu sticker and a Cookie Monster sticker. He gave me a free minty copy of Team Youngblood. It's Team Youngblood #1. Star Slayer #7.
Oh, sweet. Star Slayer was Mike Grell, wasn't it?
Yeah. See, I showed these to some people, and they had never heard of like any of these, and I'm like, I can't talk to kids about these books.
So I'll wait for the OK Boomer podcast to show Thomas.
I got to show Thomas this shit because nobody else is going to know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Damn it. I talked to my brother. I said, at this point, I've read so many comics. I just buy whatever the hell I want and just read it, because it's like, it's a comic book. It needs to be read.
Mm-hmm.
I found a bunch of Firestorms the other day. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that post.
Yeah,
you do know every time you find something in the dollar bins that I like, I give you a frowny face on the post.
Is that what it is? You like the Raphael Keanan Firestorm books?
Marvel graphic novel. It's dirt. It's really dirty because, well, the cover's white, but Don McGregor and P. Craig Russell.
Yep.
Marvel graphic novel #7. Kill Raven.
Sweet.
$1.
Yeah, worth a damn dollar. Russell did some awesome stuff. Oh, my Fool Killer #1. Yes.
$1.
Dude, I love that book.
This was a Dynamite. This was Dynamite. Because I got like all the Buck Rogers, like a bunch of the gold keys off this same guy. I saw another Buck Rogers, but I didn't recognize it. It's from Dynamite. It was like a 0 issue, but at least it was only 25 cents.
Who did that one?
I have Dynamite did not. It doesn't say.
Oh,
I can look inside real quick.
So now what we need to do is you have to do the challenge throwdown. What's better, Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon?
Flash Gordon, sure.
Not Flash Gordon, Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon is that dirty movie.
Oh, it's not that dirty. It's Skinamax After Dark dirty. That's it. The future begins now. Issue #1. They only did 2 covers. Oh my God.
What happened?
I don't know. So this is back from 2009.
So 11 years ago.
This came out almost 12 years ago. My daughter was this came out My daughter was a year old when this came out. It's written by Scott Beatty, illustrated by Carlos Raphael, with cover A by Alex Ross and cover B by John Cassidy.
Oh, sweet.
And this was only 25 cents because I mean, it looks good inside. Pay attention.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's not bad.
But it's only a couple of pages. I mean, that's the book.
Good God.
It's a 0 issue, so it's just like it's kind of like a full-size ash can, basically. And I would read this one, except I would want the other issues to go with it first.
I do. That sometimes gets on my nerves. I'm like, what? I don't want to read something out of order unless it's just crazy. I did start reading that. I told you last week. I'm still reading it. That damn Animal Man out of order because
here we go. Star Slayer
6. I love PC Comics.
Full killer. And remember the last shipment I got from them, I got Johnny Quest #1.
Yeah.
Well, now I got #2.
You need #4. I think it's 4.
Oh, the death issue.
Yep, death of his mom.
I grabbed this one because I thought it was a cool cover, #47.
Yep. Are you just buying X Factor, or you want them, or you got them?
No, I just like Angel.
Oh, okay. Because I got a whole stack of X Factor over there if you need them.
I bought a Thor.
Really? Oh yeah, that's 442, isn't it?
442, yeah. Beta Ray Bill reunited with. It's a Beta Ray Bill issue, which is probably why I bought it. Marvel Age from when X Factor first came out.
Yep.
Well, actually, pre-X Factor. This is the first appearance of X Factor.
Is that one of those that's worth money now because it's in Marvel Age?
It was printed up in Marvel Age before they released the book.
The X Factor #1, yeah.
Yeah. Got an issue of Demon.
That was a good series. I read it one time.
Alan Grant.
I liked it back then. That Demon miniseries is real good.
Yeah, there's a couple Demon miniseries. Yeah.
Yeah, the 4-issue one from the 80s is really good.
1, 6, 7. I'm trying to put these in order first. Some of these are part of a mini series, and some of them are part of like an ongoing series, like two different series. I thought they were like all part of the same thing. Epic Comics, Sisterhood of Steel. Do you remember these at all?
It looks familiar. It sounds familiar. I can't remember who the artist, the creation team is.
This is the premiere issue. And I think it went in a mini series first, and then it went to an ongoing, but they didn't put numbers on them. They just put like back in the 80s, and they just put like a month on them. I just thought that cover was epic. And when I saw he had a whole bunch of them, I was like, yeah, nobody else wanted them, and they were like $1 a piece. So
yeah, so throw them in my pile. That's like that mini series from Pacific I bought that I showed you, the Somerset Home series.
I love that.
So good. God almighty, Somerset Holmes was good.
And it's got this big thing where the the cartoon of the guy is like telling you like this big story in the front on the front page, like it's narrated by him.
They did that in a bunch of the Epic and
This is from 1984. Creator writer Christy Marks, creator artist Mike Vosberg, associate editor Lori Sutton, editor Archie Goodwin, consulting editor Jim Shooter, letterer Tom Ostransky, and L. Lois Bunnis. Oh, it's Archie Goodwin talking to you. He's like inside a safe.
Well, see, remember he did that.
Hi, Archie Goodwin, editor of Marvel Comics Line, welcoming you to the premiere issue of Sisterhood of Steel, a unique fantasy adventure series written by Christy Marks and drawn by Mike Vosberg. It's sort of a customary that I do these appearances dressed as characters from the book involved and blah, blah, blah. Mostly female, true. I appeared in our Dreadstar title as the female lead Willow. Interesting.
Yeah, they did that. So Goodwin did those. I remember. God,
So I have one. Oh, that's where they're numbered. Never mind.
Where?
It says in the box, it says Sisterhood of Steel, and then it's got the number right afterwards, and then it tells you the month and the year. So that's 6. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 6. Yeah, I've got 1 through 7.
Oh, sweet. So you got the whole first miniseries.
Well, no, I got the first 7 issues. I think it went on past that or something, but.
Talk about issues. Did you see, I don't know if you saw, G.I. Joe ran 265 issues.
Did it?
Yeah, Steel. That's not bad. Kind of a similar. Oh, now that's nice. I like the last one.
What, this one?
Yeah. It's just different.
Yeah, like a puzzle piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was. I think the whole thing cost me like $24.
Yeah.
I got a couple issues of Star Slayer. I know it. The hell. They put Demon in like a Golden Age bag and board.
Yeah.
Which bothers me. He just puts stuff in whatever he's got. But yeah, it's just like it's a good just like fun fantasy thing. But I mean, I didn't buy this run of Demon. I think my friend was like reading it. So like it was one of those things that, after work I'd go, meet up with him on a Wednesday. We'd go by the shop. He'd pick up his books. We tell his mother that we phoned in an order for the pizza place up the street from his house. And we'd sit down and have some pizza and some soda, and then we'd go hang in his room, put on a movie, and read comics. Be like, what you get? Be like, okay, this, and this, and hey, 24 Eyes.
And then swap
And
book.
we'd be like, he'd lay out his books on his bed, and the kid that told us we were idiots, I blocked him. He saw Henry hasn't changed the Outright Geekery logo, so it's still Pride Month on the logo.
Oh, okay.
So somebody sees the Pride flag on the logo, so they think it's something relevant to certain people. And then they come in and go, "Ew, it's comic books. That's stupid. Ew. That's so normie." It's See ya. But what the hell was I saying?
About swapping comic books.
Oh yeah, so he just put his on his bed and be like, hey, let me see what you got, and I'd hand him my stack, and he goes, anything I got you want to read? I'm like, yeah, I'll read The Demon, Adam, and this one. He goes, okay, and just swap back and forth, read each other's books, sit there, watch a movie.
And people just don't get that anymore. I will show you this when we're talking about normie and oddball stuff. I got this at the antique store the other day.
Oh, you in the antique store?
I love the antique store. This is not a comic book though. Oh yeah, sweet Royal. Royal's great.
Louis Royal, hardcover.
This is a hardcover. It is not a comic book though. Sweet heavy metal.
Mm-hmm. I got a couple of them here.
This was I think $2. So you ready?
For Whom the Bell Tolls, Ernest Hemingway. Good book.
1968.
It's older than me. Congratulations.
Cover and everything.
Was it signed inside or something?
No, it was part of a. It's one of those things that it belonged to somebody else, and when he passed away, his family decided that need this, so let's get rid of it.
We know Dad loved this, but we don't want none of these stupid comic books hanging around.
Yeah, or books or whatever.
I got this too.
Oh, Catwoman?
Yeah, it's that The Life and Times of a Feline Fatale special edition. It's pretty cool. I like the way they did it and everything. It's kind of like, old school.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, sweet.
I also found this, which I can only show the cover of, but
yeah, greatest hits.
It's a nice thick book, but I cannot show you any more than that. I am sorry.
It's the not safe.
That's all I got. So I gotta pick something, huh?
Yep.
Well, since it's in front of me and I've never read it, let's read the Kill Raven graphic novel.
Kill Raven graphic novel. That's the Marvel. What is it? Marvel graphic novel. What number?
7.
Number 7.
Number 7.
I will get it and I will read it, and we'll be back next week then.
Oh man, so many words.
You don't want to change your mind? Holy dude,
yeah.
I'm
changing my mind already.
Changed your mind already?
I've already changed my mind. I'm like, I need like 3 bookmarks to read that stupid thing. Pardon me, Batgirl.
Pardon you, Batgirl.
Oh, I know. Not this one. We would talk. Yeah, this one.
Batman and Sergeant Rock, Brave and the Bold.
Brave and the Bold, number 124.
Cool. I take it Sapporo.
Of course it is. He did them all. And it's Sapporo on the cover at his drawing desk. And the guy, the evil guy in the red hood, finished the cover of Paro. Rock kills Batman or I kill you.
Oh God.
Batman, Brave and the Bold, Batman and Sergeant Rock. This one was 1976.
The year my brother was born.
I was 6.
I was the tree.
You were the tree.
Yep.
So we're gonna do that one next week because you were talking about wanting to do like
Team up books.
some team up books like Marvel Team Up, Brave and the Bold, DC Presents, stuff like that.
Yeah, I love team up books. So, all right. Well, we'll be back. Next Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
With
Next
Brave and the
Thursday.
Bold.
Next Thursday. Until then, peace, love, and read some comics. Hail to the chat. Thanks for everybody for stopping by. Even Drunk Neff. I will DM him tomorrow to see if he remembers even stopping by the show. And after we explained what the show was, he still demanded an explanation.
Damn it.
We'll see you next time.